having an okayish day. I was having an okayish day. I went out, we had a lovely walk in the park, we got a nice lunch. Besides the fact that I spent half the day on hold, I got stuff done, I did things, living life, having a good day. Minus this hair thing. And then the first TikTok I see when I open my phone is a girl going, "Why didn't anybody tell me COVID's still a thing?" COVID's still a thing. Kills about 1,000 people a week. The long-term damage of COVID is going to be epic if we're still alive. I mean, the good news is we might be wrong and people won't see the worst of COVID because you won't fucking be here for it. How thick are your bubble walls that you think COVID is over? Like, you haven't heard the word in 5 years? Or is that brief time where people were wearing masks and hugging through saran wrap in the past 4.5 years, you haven't heard shit about it? And then you went out and you lived your life and now you have COVID and you're drinking chicken soup and you haven't had coffee in a week and you haven't gotten out of bed in a week, and why didn't anybody tell you? Wait until you fucking hear about seatbelts and STIs. Buckle up. Oh, that's funny. You're never gonna imagine what happens if you eat a poor diet and don't exercise. Oh, and wait until you find out the dangers of online dating and social media. Pick your stalker of choice. Are you kidding me? I didn't know COVID was a thing. How dare somebody not tell me COVID is a thing? Is it possible you had COVID previously and you just don't realize it? Because it does cause cognitive issues. Every single time you get COVID, you lose an IQ point. Technically, you lose 2, you gain back 1. But if you get COVID every year, just know that every year you're losing an IQ point. And some of y'all are really close to being out. You haven't noticed that people still wear masks? You have no questions about that? Because for a while there were tourists in New York City that started wearing the rectangular paper ones. And anytime anybody saw it in New York City, which is usually unflappable, when people saw those masks on the Chinese tourists, they were always like, "Why do you think they're wearing a mask? What's with the mask?" You haven't seen anybody wearing a mask. You haven't heard one word about COVID. You have given no shits about seniors, disabled, immunocompromised. You've just been dropping by hospitals and coughing into open wounds for funsies. Why didn't anybody tell you COVID was still a thing? Because you're here on TikTok. You gotta be 18. Nobody's gonna fucking tell you. It is none of our jobs to keep you informed. Do you know that taxes need to get paid every year? I mean, you seem to be able to figure out that rent has to get paid every month. COVID's still a thing, and once you mentally handle that, just know that we've brought back measles, rubella, mumps, rickets, and scurvy. Diphtheria, we have a listeria breakout. We're on the edge of bird flu crossing over to humans in a way that's going to make COVID look like that was a vacation. We have a case of the plague. There's this unknown thing in Congo. You really have to look these things up yourself, because if you're just waiting around for somebody to tell you, you end up in bed for 5 days drinking nothing but chicken soup because that's all you can hold down. And I'm guessing you haven't looked into the long-term damages of COVID because it ain't the fucking flu. Let's consider yourself lucky that you're not currently suffering through the long-term consequences of long COVID. There are many people here on this app that will tell you that one day they were fine. They went out into the world maskless because they didn't think they were going to get COVID, and guess what? Now they can walk about a block before they are winded and need to sit down for 20 to 30 minutes. Nobody fucking told you? Girl, buckle up. Life is about to come at you